Okay, I hope you watched the Brain Pop Jr. video on elapsed time. In the book, they call it Measure Time Intervals. We are on page 145. Julia starts her homework at 4:20 p.m. Remember, that's the afternoon. She finishes at 5 p.m. How much time does Julia spend doing her homework? Elapsed time is the amount of time that passes from the start of an activity to the end of an activity. Use a number line to find elapsed time. Step 1, begin with the start time. So if we look up here, the start time was 4:20. Step 2, skip count by tens to count the minutes from 4:20 to 5 o'clock. So they started a number line here, starting at 4:20, and then they jumped up by tens. So they added 10 to 4:30, added another 10 to 4:40, added another 10 to 4:50, added another 10 to 5 o'clock. Then what they did is they added all of the tens, 10, 20, 30, 40. Step 4, add the minutes, which was 40 minutes. So Julia spends 40 minutes doing her homework. And that's the strategy we're going to be using today. Use the number line to find the elapsed time. So starting at 3:15 p.m. to 3:45 p.m. Again, that's in the afternoon. So our start time here is 3:15. We're going to go up by 10. And that's going to give us 3:25. Notice I'm only adding the 10 to the minutes, not to the hours. So 15 plus 10 gives me 25. I need to get up to 45. I'm going to add another 10. And that's going to give me 3:35. Okay, I need to get to 3:45. I'm going to add another 10. And that's going to give me 3:45. I look up here, 10, 20, 30. So my elapsed time is 30 minutes. Okay, same idea over here. Start time is 1:05, end time is 1:56. So I'm going to start here. I'm sorry, it was 11:05, not 1:05. So 11:05, and I add 10 minutes, is going to get me to 11:15. 5 plus 10 is 15. Add another 10. That's going to take me to 11:25. Okay. Add another 10. I think I might go off the line here. My 10s were too big. And that gives me 11:35. Go again. That gives me 11:45. I go again, another 10. 11:55. And now I'm probably going to have to go really, really tiny. Plus 1 minute would get me to 11:56. So I'm going to add here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 plus 1 is 51 minutes. Now, here's the reason I had to add the 1. Because when I was jumping up by 10s, I only got to 11:55. So I needed 1 more minute to get me to 11:56. That's why I added a 1 at the end. Find the elapsed time. So here starts at 4:10, ends at 4:46. So again, I'm going to have to use 1s in this one because I'm not going to be able to jump up by 10 to get to 46. Hopefully this time I will put enough room that I'll stay on the line. 4:10, I add 10. That's going to put me at 4:20. Still need to go up to 446. Add another 10. That's going to give me 430. I'm going to add another 10, and that's going to give me 440. But look, I need to get to 446. So I'm going to have to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones to get me to 446. So if I add them, I have 10, 20, 30. That got me up to 440. And then 6 ones, so 10, 20, 30 plus 6 would give me 36 minutes. I'm having some poor motor planning with this book today. Going all over the place with my number line. All right. Starts at 10:30 a.m. and goes to 10:59 a.m. So I'm going to start at 10:30 and jump up 10 to 10:40. Sorry. Jump up 10 more to 10:50. Now, if I jump up 10 more, that's going to bring me to 11 o'clock. That's going to be too far. So I jumped up so far up to 10:50, and now I'm going to have to jump up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because that's going to give me 10, 20, 30. That gets me to 10:50. 10:51, 10:52, 10:53, 10:54, 10:55, 10:56, 10:57, 10:58, 10:59. So 10 plus 10 gives me 20 plus 9 gives me 29 minutes. Now you also could have thought of jumping up 10, 20, 30, and then taking away 1 because we would have been 1 minute short. That's another strategy you could have used. Okay. Find the elapsed time. Start at 8:10 a.m. and go to 8:45. So they're giving us the answer here. We need to show the work. Starting at 8:10, gonna go up to 8:20. Remember, I'm only adding the 10 onto the minutes. Then I'm going to go up another 10, and that's going to give me 10, 20, 30. Go up another 10. That's going to give me 8:40. And then I'm going to have to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's going to give me 10, 20, 30, 35 minutes. Starts at 6:45 p.m. ends at 6:54 p.m. So we're starting with 6:45. And if I jump up 10, that's going to get me to 6:55. Well, that's 1 minute too far. So I can either, in my head here, take back 1 minute and do 10 minus 1 gives me 9, or I can just jump up all ones, whichever strategy you like better, and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and put 9 ones up here. Either way, you're going to get 9 minutes, whichever strategy you'd like to use. All right, Let's try number 3. 3 o'clock to 3:37. Starting here at 3 o'clock. Jump up 10. That gives me 3:10. Jump up another 10. 3:20, another 10. 3:30, and then I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ones. 10, 20, 37 minutes. You may have already noticed that, knowing that there was no minutes here and then 37 minutes here. That would be an easy way to figure that out as well. Okay, I know this is tough, but I love our number line process that we're using here. If you have another strategy that you're seeing, start to maybe practice that on the side. And I'd like you to try this for number 4, 5, and number 6. Okay, all staying within the hour here. All right, sorry, my table's a little creaky. A show at the museum starts at 7:40 and ends at 7:57 p.m. How long is the show? Starting at 7:40, going up 10 minutes will get me 7:50. And then I can either jump up 7 ones to get me to 7:57, or I could jump up 20, which would get me to 8 o'clock, and then take away 3. Whichever way you would like to do it, it's 17 minutes. And number 8, the first train leaves the station at 6:15 a.m. The second train leaves at 6:55. How much later does the second train leave the station? Now, even though they're talking about separate trains here, it's still the same strategy. I'm going to ask you to try that one on your own. Okay? So if you find another strategy other than your number line, you can always practice that as well and see if you get to the same answer.